Hello, here are the answers to the multiple choice. Again, you will be receiving next week a few things to look over. I provide a very simple cheat sheet. If you would like to pass the test, you're going to need to look more than at the cheat sheet. But I gave you some very quick and easy things, at least next week. But here are the answers to your multiple choice. Number 14, which one of these must be true? The correct answer is E. E, standard deviation, is the average distance from the mean. So if there's a bunch of stuff at the mean, then the standard deviation is going to be lower. If things are more spread out, that means more stuff is at the edges, the standard deviation will be higher. Problem 15 actually takes a little bit of work. I'll show you the work, but there are tags numbered 1 through 10, and then there are tags numbered 20 through 27. You're going to take one of these, 1 through 10, and add it to the tags 20 through 27, and what is the expected value of the sum, or when I add them together. Hopefully you're thinking, hey, I'm going to pick a number 1 through 10, maybe it's 4. And then I pick a number 20 through 27, let's say it's 21. Add those together, it's 25. Hopefully you think that the average is going to have to be somewhere in the 20s. So A, B, and C are not correct. This is actually how you figure out the problem. Expected value means the mean or the average. All those mean the exact same thing. How you find expected value is this. The expected value of the tags 1 through 10 is you take 1 times its probability. Since there are 10 tags, there's a 10% chance, or 0.1. So 1 times 0.1 plus 2 times 0.1 plus 3 times 0.1, and etc. That turns out to be 5.5. That's the average of the first group of tags. And that makes sense, hopefully. The probability, I believe there are 8 tags, 20 through 27. So the probability of picking any number is 1 out of 8, or 12.5%. So we do the same thing, 20 times 0.125 plus 21 times 0.125, all the way up, and the average is 23.5. We add these two together, and we get 29, which is E. E. Moving right along, 16. 16. This one turns out to be E. And this is the conditions do not check. We do not have a large enough sample size. We have a sample of 40 and we have a sample of 50. And for a 2 sample proportion, we have to take, here I'll write it out, we have to take, where's my pen? There's my pen. We have to take N times P has to be greater than or equal to 10, and also N times 1 minus P has to be greater than or equal to 10. And in this case, that did not happen for both of those. So this is not approximate normal. We cannot run this test because we don't have a big enough sample size. That's why it is E. That's why it's E. 17. 17 is a normal distribution problem. The biggest thing on this one is when I have to find the probability or do the normal curve stuff with a group in this size, a sample size of 40, don't forget to divide by the square root of n. It turns out that the answer is A. The answer is A. 18. 18. We have this point A. It doesn't really go along with this group. What if I take it out? Well, if I leave it in, I think that the line of best fit is about right here. It's about right here. If I take it out, the line of best fit goes up more. So what changes with the slope? The slope goes from going like right here to right here. So that means the slope increases. Also, these dots are a lot closer together, so the R value is going to go up. So the correct answer is C. The slope increases and the correlation coefficient increases, or the R value. 21, we asked people, hey, did you vote? And 80% said yes, when in reality, only 35 said yes. What happened? Well, it's because people lied. And when people lie, that is a response bias, or D. 22, to set this problem up, most people hopefully get something like C, D, or E. We don't square these numbers, so it's either C, D, or E. And how do we figure out this number on the left-hand side? Well, we use inverse norm of 0.67. 33% to the right, 33% to the right means that there's 67% to the left. So this is inverse norm of 0.67. And that gives us, D is the correct answer. We get 0.44 when we have inverse norm of 0.67. 23, we have to put these in the correct order. R, the z-score is -1. So let's just write that down. R has a z-score of -1. S and T we're going to have to figure out. First quartile, that means 25% to the left. So S, we have to use our calculator, and we got to use inverse norm of first quartile, or 25% to the right. And that turns out to be -0.67. That is the z-score. And T, we're going to do inverse norm of 0.20, I believe. Yep, 20th percentile. And that turns out to be -0.84. So to put these in order would be R, then T, then S, going from least to greatest. And I believe that turns out to be B. Last one of these, this is what a confidence level is, and we've gone over this. I'll just give you the answer. It is D. It's if we do this multiple times. 95% of the time, it includes or captures the population mean. If we do this multiple times, 95% of the time, it includes or captures the population mean. Those are the key words or phrases. All right, there's our answers, but I have a couple of jokes for you. I'll just let you look at this one. And one more joke. Are monsters good at math? Not unless you count Dracula. Super funny. All right. Good luck. Stay safe. And we'll talk to you later.